Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? I'm continuing on with our baling. We've just got these two bits down here. I've got a load of bales up there. And so far, it's being fairly well behaved. I haven't had any more bales that haven't been wrapped. We had the two right back at the start. One where I showed you deliberately, and the other one was actually a mistake, I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, my weekly question for this week... Ooh, I do have to be a little bit careful because he does go a little bit quick here and there. But anyway, my weekly question for this week is, which tractor do you want me to buy? Let's just go through them. Where are we? There we go. These four, there should be a card coming up somewhere around about now up here. Click on the little eye up here at any time in the episode and you will be able to vote for your favourite tractor. Do you want the Massey Ferguson, the Deutz, the Lamborghini or the Case? They're all around about the same horsepower, so we're just going for your personal preference of tractor. It's your vote, it's your game. Just because you can vote with the click as well on the little card. Oop, no, come back. Come back. I got a horrible feeling about this, that tractor is not going to be a good little tractor and avoid this bale now. Yeah, just because we can do the voting with the card now, please still use the comment section. Tell me about why you're picking your favourite tractors. I really do like talking to you all, and I like hearing all your different reasons for doing different things, and we're not going to get that bale, are we? I'll have to get that at the end. What I'm going to do today is we're going to finish doing the baling and then we're going to start gathering up the bales. And I thought I might actually add a little bit of time-lapse to this episode. I hope you don't mind. I know some of you seem to enjoy time-lapse a little bit, maybe? Is it, have I got that right? Okay, now I'm not concentrating and I'm just missing large chunks. Tell you what, we'll leave it here and we'll pick up that little strip in a minute. Come on forward. That bale is just going to roll right down into... that one now. Hopefully he'll catch it anyway. Perfect. Look at that. Couldn't have asked for better. And then we can come and catch that little strip that's left on our next time around. If we go, just turn round now and head on down the hill on this bit. Get all these lumpy bits out of the way. And then we can start doing the land work. I'm going to try and... I'll have to level it out a bit, I think. I don't really want that bale to... follow me down the hill. Let's see what it does. It might stay here. It might be a good bale and just stay. Is it going to? I suspect this is unlikely. Oh, it's staying. It is staying. So yeah, I thought I would finish doing the baling and then go and get the Ursus bale trailer and I will time-lapse collecting all of the bales. Except for the bit over at the shed. You know, I'll sort of do bits of time-lapse in between with bits of other. I don't know. I might do something fancy with it today. I'm sort of in the mood for being a little bit more creative than usual. And once this is all finished, once we've finished our baling, our next project is going to be ploughing up that over there and this piece here. And I may even plough that piece over there. I'm not sure yet. That does have that big lump up over on the far side up there. And I thought that if we were to do that, that's going to... Actually, it's going to give us more of the rough, uneven ground that I was talking about, that I thought might make it a little more realistic. Is it going to pick that bale up now? It's knocked over. Yes, it is. Excellent. So we've only got the one bale so far that we haven't picked up. Yeah, the more difficult ground for farming, because we're getting it for free, we don't want it to be too easy for us, do we? So... I figure if we can do that field as well. I know it's a lot of extra land that we're getting for free, but we are going to have to pay for it. It's not going to be without any work because we've got to plough it all up to start with. We don't actually... I've done it again, haven't I? I keep not concentrating and not releasing the bale on time. I tell you what, let's go down to the end of the row. And once I get down to the end of the row, I'll release the bale in front of this row right here. There we go. Right, are we actually paying wages? Or have they changed how the wages are done for Follow Me? Because it used to be really, really expensive, didn't it? And I've just realised I've been doing all this baling on normal speed instead of 5 times speed. And I apologise for that. I should have had it on 5 times speed because that is the normal setting that we have for our game. I got an awful feeling I spent the entire last episode with it on normal speed instead of 5 times. And if I have, I am very sorry for that. I do normally like to keep it on 5 times and keep it the same all the way through because it's a little bit more realistic, I think. I know that I tend to play around with time a little bit, but for maximum realism, I think it is better to just keep it on one setting and leave it there and not keep changing it all the time. So, yeah, like I said, I am sorry. Now, let's come on around. I'm really pleased with how the Follow Me is working. I've never actually tried it with something like this before, not in FS15. I did do some tasks with it. I tended to do really just going from one point on a map to another. I did that quite a bit, but there wasn't a huge amount of other things that I did with it. I'll tell you what, let's go and get those little bits down there around this short section, and then we can come back up round. How much of that am I going to get in one go? We'll leave a little dot there. We'll plough that in very soon. Probably next week we'll be doing that. So we're going to need to buy a plough, but are we going to be able to get enough to... Because, of course, my main project really was to get the combine, and I am wondering if we should leave getting the combine until after we've ploughed and planted all these fields. I know that then we've had all that crop that's just been sat there, and I know that we haven't got withering turned on, but at the same time it's not particularly realistic leaving the crop there while we grow another full harvest. So maybe we should... No, I suppose really if we absolutely can't afford the combine yet, but we can afford to plough and plant all of this over here, perhaps we ought to think about ploughing in the crop, ploughing under the crop that we've got there already, and sort of starting over on it and do the whole lot all at once, and that'll give us a bit more time to get the combine. I'm not sure. I haven't quite made up my mind on that one. I will make my mind up, and I will do it as reasonably accurately as I can, you know, as close to real life as I can. Right, we've picked up all of the little bits here. We've just got this one field left. And how are we doing for time? Right. I don't want to spend too much. I think we've got enough time to finish doing this field. We can watch doing this. I'll tell you what, though. Oop, too far. I've got to concentrate. I've got to listen out for that beeping. I keep sort of ignoring the beeping too long because I'm getting carried away with chatting, as I generally do. Right, let's try this in cab. We are absolutely filthy again. We did clean this thing off only a little while ago, but apparently a bit of baling and a bit of raking is more than this tractor can cope with. There's the one behind us, the wrapper. I can actually see the wrapper very well. It's quite good that the bumps and everything on the field over here. I think we will genuinely have some trouble combining this. Fortunately, we can't see the wrapper behind us, which is a bit of a shame. I'd like to have seen that. I do like the pickup animations on this round baler. That's quite nice. Can I see it? Oh, I can just see him in the mirror there. I can't see anything on that side, but I can see him in the mirror on that side. We come over here. Now he's picked up the bale. If we come on round the corner, we should be able to see him. He's just starting to wrap. There we go. Excellent. Oop, I'm missing a bit there. Right, I'm going to come out of cab again. I don't like not being able to see everything. Sometimes in cab is good, especially going along the roads and everything. Yeah, I did the whole drive too far. Well, if he's going to tip his bale there, I can just tip this one here and we can carry right on. Close up. And we're away. So I'll come back and get that little bit right at the end. It's nice and easy. Oh, and also, I don't know how many bales we've done yet, but that's easily checked in a minute. We can go to our statistics page, and we'd done 15 bales last time, didn't we? We sold one... again? Oh, this is why I don't like round baling. This is exactly why I don't like round baling. There. And why don't I like round baling? Because I keep forgetting to empty the baler. Now, there is a mod available that auto-empties the baler, and you can set it to instantly auto-load the baler, but obviously it still empties it and then closes it. So, I mean, you can use it on Follow Me, and then you just get left with like strips of straw everywhere. I seen, I think it was Daggerwin did that once on a video, and it was kind of all right. And again, see. I am just absolutely hopeless at this. I am genuinely hopeless at doing this. Right, let's let that one tip off to the side. Hopefully it'll be away. Oh, it is just catching the end of it. Right, I must remember, when it's beeping, that means stop talking and concentrate. Okay, so we come round on here. So yeah, I've seen Daggerwin using the round baler on Follow Me, and it doesn't stop when it lets the bale out. So you get these little tiny strips left all over, kind of like that, kind of like the strips there, as while the Follow Me mod releases the bale. And, I mean, other than that sort of minor inconvenience, it seemed to work really well. Look, I remember to stop. Brilliant. I'm getting the hang of this, and that's no good at all. That isn't going to get that bale. So, even though I remember... Oh, dear. Right. Sometimes this seems to be successful, other times it seems to be not quite so good. Now, let's come round in a big loop. I'll let him swing round. There we go. And then I'll come up here and I will get this little piece down the end. And come across. Right, I think I've swept up most of that. We've got a little bit there. Wonder if I can get that. Come round like this. No, I'm going to miss that. And I'm going to miss a little bit on the end of that windrow as well. And there's another piece there that I've missed. And another little bit there. So we will come back and get those. I know there's actually, you know what? Well, we'll see. I didn't stop again. Again. How could I forget? Yet again, to stop. Am I really that... I'm going to say that I'm tired today. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. Well, it does kind of matter if it's true or not, but I am a little bit tired, so does that count towards me keep forgetting to stop? It must count for something, surely. Come on round here. Right, he's bulldozing bales out the way, and he's probably going to do the same with this one, but at least I can pick up this bit of windrow. I got a feeling that we're not going to be able to make another full bale anyway. We've got that bit over there, but that's not going to make the bale, is it? And I don't think with the round baler, I don't think you can empty it out once it's done. I don't think there is an option to give a part bale. Right, we're not going to complete it, so let's just take a look. Switch the baler off. Detach, turn on. Right, we cannot empty the bale out, so we are left with half a bale in the chamber. That's alright, we will leave that. I am going to leap out of here and go into this one, take it off of Follow Me, which is the right control button and F. So we've got one bale here that I need to wrap, and we've got one bale, there we go, one bale down over there that I need to wrap, and then there are two back over that way. So I'm going to wrap these bales, then I'm going to get the Ursus trailer hitched on, and we're going to start selling some. Before I do that, however, let's just take a quick look at the statistics. I'm going to go back a couple, there we go, right, so... created bales, total 58. Now, if we take 15 off of there, that is going to leave us with 43. So we got 43 bales here on this time round. And if we're still going to get the 1,400 euros per bale, 40, that's 14,028, 56,000 euros. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I mean, that should be a little bit more than 56,000. So... all in all, I don't think we've done too bad out of this. We do need more money if we're going to get the combine, so I think I will do... yeah, see, do I want to do the combining? Or do I want to... do I want to do the ploughing next? This is a big decision. Do I want to do combining or do I want to do ploughing? I'll see how much money we get for these bales, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do. Whether I'm going to do a load of contracting so that we can get a combine for the next episode, or if I'm going to not do very much contracting just yet, and we're going to go ploughing instead. Yeah, but anyway, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get the bale trailer hitched on to the other tractor, and we're going to start dragging some bales over to the sell point and making some money.
I didn't think we could fall in love, broken from the start. do our best. We had closed hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart, but we're all in one. With our hearts, can we break free?
There's a few loads, and I'm just going to go down here and get this one lone bale here by itself. So I've been having a little think while I've been driving around, and I think that we will stick with the original plan, which was to get the combine first. So what I'm going to do is, if that field there, is that field ready to harvest? Let's just take a quick look a minute, because I could just do that one. I'm up here, sugar beet, fruit types, growth. It's ready to have the tops removed. Right. I might harvest that field, and, well, those are our two fields there. There's a field of sunflowers that are ready to harvest there. And we've got, well, see, there's a few harvest jobs around that I could go and do. But I'll do them off screen. I won't bore you with the details because we've seen quite a lot of it. Well, it depends what this one is like and how much it's offering. I might do some of it in the next episode. A big sugar beet harvest could be quite interesting. And we need to get, I think it was around 250,000 euros so that we could get the combine and 2 headers. And it's very important that we get 2 headers. Let's just take a quick look. The combine's 176,000 euros. We want that New Holland TC5. And I want that header there. So that makes, well, so it's 225,000 euros, give or take. So there's a reasonable header, and we've got a corn header. And the corn header is very important, because without the corn header, we are not going to be able to do our pigs properly. We need corn for the pigs. That is something that I am currently struggling with on my time-lapse series. I ran out of corn, and I'm having to wait for the next lot to grow, so I don't really want to be in that situation here. We want to keep our pigs at maximum yield, if at all possible. So I will definitely get the corn header, and I'll harvest the corn. After we've done that, and once we've harvested those 2 fields, we could possibly sell some of the wheat. But those 2 fields will then be ready to recultivate. We're going to need to get a plough, because I want to plough up that over there. And it'll also be quite an interesting exercise to see if, after we've ploughed, I know if you plough like extra bits around your field, you can then use the hired help. But if we're creating an entirely new field, are we going to be able to use hired help to help us out with some of the work on it? I mean, obviously we'll have to do the ploughing ourselves because we're creating new fields. But after that, we might be able to use hired help on it. I'm not really sure, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. This bit here to our left, I was actually thinking of ploughing up that as well. You know, I figured, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound is a saying here in the UK. Basically, it means if you're going to do something, you may as well go all out and do it completely. So I might just do a bit here on the left as well, that field there. I don't want to do all of it because we do have some grass that we would like to be able to use in the future. But on the other hand, free land is free land. It's going to make such a huge difference to how we can run our farm if we've got a load of free land. Our biggest problem that we're encountering in Goldcrest is the price of land. I'm going to plough, I think, some of the fields a bit bigger on Goldcrest, but we don't have the large areas of open land that we've got on this map. And this one, I think, seems to have more free land available than most of the other maps that I've encountered. And I like the big open spaces. I also like the fact that we could go and make use of some of it. So it could be an interesting little exercise. So what are we up to now? We sell that lot, and we're up to 65,000 euros. And we did have some loan available, didn't we? There's not loads of loan available, but there is some still. And what's it doing right now? There's a little bit that seems to take a little while before that one lifts up. Not quite sure what it is. I did try to look. Didn't quite see what it was. So we've got a load here, and then there's a few bales left up the top. And that'll be, I think we got 1 and a bit loads left to complete our silage harvest, and I won't be doing any more silage bales on this map for quite a while because we have been doing this for 2 weeks now. I'm well aware of the fact that we've been doing this for 2 weeks, and I'm sure you would like a little bit of variation in what I do. There's the mod on the mod hub called, I think it's the Ballon Boy or something like that, which is basically it's you put the bales in a row and you pick them up and carry them like that, which I thought would be pretty cool. You could pick them all up and bring them back. But you'd kind of, if they're all picked up like that and you bring them back, I would do it before I turned them into silage. Wrapped them. Bring them back as plain bales and then wrap them all in the same place. How many bales we got left up here? I think we got 3 over here, and then there's that one and the others. So we've got 3 left to fill this load. Turn the lights on. There we go. Nice bright lights now. So, yeah. I thought that the Ballon Boy would be pretty cool to use, but I think it was only 5 bales that it would take at once. So it does seem to slow things down a little bit. If it was a bit longer, or maybe it was like a double thing, that could be pretty cool. That could work quite well. But as it was, I thought that this one was more efficient, and I'm not hiring anything else. So I'm not going to lease any more machinery. So if we couldn't do it with what we've got here, I know that we've got this on lease at the moment, but once this silage session is done, that round baler, this one and the wrapper, they're being returned. I will keep the other machinery that we've got on lease, but that stuff is being returned. If we want to make more money, we're going to have to find a way to buy the machinery, one way or another. We're probably going to have to resort to a bit of contracting, and we'd still have the forestry option to explore. Quite a lot of people wanted me to do forestry, and I haven't done any yet because most of you said silage, and we ended up doing silage bales rather than clamp silage, because the second time round, almost all of you wanted me to do more bales rather than clamp silage. So we will do some clamp silage, but I think more people wanted me to do a bit of forestry. Now we could buy a stump grinder so that we could leave things neat and tidy. And do we have a chainsaw? I don't know if we've got a chainsaw on this map yet. A chainsaw is 1,000 euros. If we were to buy anything else, that's where the costs tend to go up a bit more. But we could, I'm thinking, go and get one of the trailers, the crane arm trailers, and that might be worth doing because then you can get the much longer logs. We don't have to just have the logs that we can pick up, because chucking them into the top of the trailer is it's not going to be the easiest thing to do, is it? So 77,000 euros, and I think we've got 3 bales left, wasn't it? Is it 3, or is there a couple more than that? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, my question for this week. I am going to be buying a tractor. Let me just get across the road and then we'll take a look at the tractors. There we go. Right. I'm going to be buying a tractor. Come out of there. Oop. Here we go. I don't know when I'll be buying the tractor because obviously it is rather expensive, but I will be buying a tractor and it'll be one of these. These are all similar horsepower. And as I said before, click on the little eye up here. When you mouse across the screen, your eye should turn up there. Click on that and you'll be able to find the card. It will say click here to vote. And then select the one you want. Do you want the Massey Ferguson, the Deutz, the Lamborghini, or the Case? It is your vote. It's your game. Please don't forget to vote. You cannot have a say if you don't vote. And also head into the comment section and tell us all why you want to vote for the one that you're voting for. Who knows, you may even be able to persuade other people to vote for your choice instead of the one they were originally going for. So put your powers of persuasion to the test. I really do enjoy reading all of your comments. It is really cool. Some of the stuff that you guys tell me is absolutely fascinating. There are different ways that you do farming in different parts of the world. Just different stories about the way that you've done things. Even just explaining things that I have got no clue about because you know, things that I haven't seen in my part of the world before. I like to read all of the comments. Right, that's all of it, I think. That is every bale that we have baled. So let's go and take these 3 down. That is going to take us, if we're another 1,400 each, that is 4,200 euros. 4,200 onto there gives us 81,804 euros. It was actually going to be a bit more than that because it's another 60 comes through. It's another 180. So anyway, so it's 81,000, nearly 82,000 euros. In fact, it'd be a fraction under 82,000, I think. We'll see. How good's my maths? It's the next big question. So with the 80-odd thousand euros, we need about 225 to get the combine. If we've got a little bit extra, it's not going to hurt, which means I'm going to need 150,000 euros, roughly. So where am I going to get 150,000 euros? Is it on there? Yeah, 170. So it is about 225,000 euros. And I also wanted to just double check. Oh, that is the timer to say that I've run out of time. And because of the time-lapsed bit, it's probably going to be even more than that. We've got 50,000 euros available on our loan. So I could go for 75,000 euros and get 50 grand from the bank. But I'll see how much I can get. Just lift that one up. We'll get these 3. I'm going to quickly run up to that sugar beet field and we'll see how much they're offering to harvest that big sugar beet field, because that's quite a big field. The job will take a little while to do, but I will do it off camera. That one, I think it is going to be a little bit too dull. 82,014. It's 1,470, that's why. I thought it was 1,460. I said it would be a fraction under 82, so I was pretty close. Anyway, let's nip up to that field while I am driving. If you have enjoyed this episode, please head down below and give me a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. I better just turn my lights down onto that one. It's a shame. I don't know. I'm assuming there must be a button to go between high beams and low beams, but I don't actually know what it is. So I have to go cycle through them like that. But you're not actually allowed to have your rear lights on when you're on the road, and you're not allowed to have your front spotlights on when you're on the road either. You're only allowed those. You've got your headlights and you've got your side lights. Those are the only ones that you're allowed when you're driving on the road in the UK. I'm assuming that it would be the same elsewhere in the US and... Right, where is the thingy for that field? That's down there. I'm assuming that it would be the same on throughout most of the rest of the world. You wouldn't be allowed to go along with these bright spotlights on, dazzling everybody, because, well, yeah, it's just dangerous. Blind the other road users, and no good can come of it. Now, let's just pop down here. This is the big question. How much am I going to get for harvesting this field down here? How much of the minimum of 75,000 euros am I going to get? We are being offered 17,360 euros. So that's about 25,000, I suppose, with the time bonus. Yeah. I'm going to be busy. I'm going to do the contracting work between now and next episode. I will contract wherever I need to across the map so that I can get the money. I don't normally like doing this much gaming in between episodes, but I think we need to advance it along a little bit because we do need that combine. That's all I've got time for today. Thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.